This product was a bit of a gamble for me. I ordered 4 sets of Towed Rapier in 15mm from QRF. QRF, Quick Reaction Force, is a miniature manufacturer based in the UK. Here's what arrived. 4 bags, each with 4 bags inside. I was a bit surprised. This was more than I was expecting. The first bag contains the launcher. It has 8 parts. This builds the 4-missile early Rapier launcher mounted on a trailer. The next bag has the optical tracker and firing post as well as a control box. The third bag has the blind fire radar. This was added to Rapier to give the missiles all-weather tracking capability. This is a nice looking piece. The final bag has an ammunition and stores trailer with canvas covers. The parts look good. Certainly the missile parts are a much better sculpt than those on the Battlefront tracked Rapier kit. The thin, needle-like shape is much more representative of the real thing. There is very little flash and just a few mould lines to clean up. There were some quality control problems like this radar dish and some trailer legs were short shot, but all in all I'm pretty happy with this purchase. Given there were no pictures of this product on the QRF website, it was a gamble, but winner winner chicken dinner. Here's the finished assembled kit. Assembly was fairly straightforward. Due to lack of any instructions, it did take a bit of research and time studying photographs to get it put together properly. The inside of the trailer wheels are a bit lumpy, meaning they don't fit snugly onto the nice flat trailer hub surfaces. It's too fiddly to easily clean this up. However, you can just use a lot of glue and stick them to the trailers, or leave them off. The trailers had the wheels removed sometimes when the launcher unit was in place. I plan to use these for my Australian forces in Team Yankee. The Free Nations book gives Australians access to British tracked Rapier, but it's nice to field Towed Rapier. That was what we had historically. The downside is there's just too much stuff to fit comfortably on a Team Yankee large base. The launcher, generator and optical tracker fit okay, but adding the radar or the ammunition trailer just isn't feasible. I might cram one radar unit onto the unit leader's base. The others might make interesting pieces for objective markers or feed the spares box. There also isn't a crew. You will need to source suitable figures for the bases elsewhere. I'm not sure what I'll be using yet. Time to trawl the internet and see what's out there. It might be time to try the modern Australian 15mm figures from Eureka Miniatures. I talked about Rapier in my tracked Rapier video, so just a quick recap here. Britain wanted to develop a missile-armed replacement for their low and medium level air defences to replace the 40mm Bofors gun. Started as a private venture by British Aircraft Corporation, Rapier entered service in 1972 and proved so effective that by 1977 it replaced both the low-altitude gun systems and the long-range high-altitude Thunderbird missile. The system had a quick response time and the highly agile missile could track and destroy fast, low-level manoeuvring targets. Marconi developed the blind fire radar to give Rapier an all-weather and night capability. The launcher's tracking systems were upgraded with infrared and later thermal imaging sights. Much of the testing and development work on Rapier was carried out in Australia at the Woomera range. Deployed to the Falklands in 1982, Rapier was credited with a number of kills, but the exact number is debated. It also saw service in the Gulf War. Australia adopted Rapier in the late 1970s and fielded it with the 110th Air Defence Battery until 2005 when it was replaced by the Swedish RBS-70 short-range missile. Of course, to use Towed Rapier in Team Yankee it needs a unit card. I've developed this homebrew unofficial unit card. Towed Rapier is an infantry weapons team. The missile stats are straight from the Towed Rapier card, while the troop stats are from the Australian Red Eye team. The unit costs will be the same as tracked Rapier, 3 points for a 2-launcher platoon and 6 points for 4. Towed Rapier trades mobility and armour protection for a 4+ gun save and a slight but generally meaningless increase in the courage stat. So that's the QRF Towed Rapier in 15mm. As I said, I was very pleasantly surprised by this kit. It looks great and I got more than I was expecting for my money. There are some casting issues like short-shot trailer stabiliser legs which need some attention during assembly. Luckily the radars share a trailer assembly with the launcher and I was able to get all the launchers built with a few swaps. Now I have to get them all built and based to get them on the table to provide cover for my Australians in Team Yankee. If you want some too, there's a product link in the description below.